Can you hear that racket? Open the little gate so they can go out for their day. Look at them. Rusty, never mind. Just go on. No. Go. Go on. I don't want to turn my back on him when he's doing this. Go on. He's just trying to pretend he's not paying attention to me. Go on. Get. Go on. What a devil. He does this a lot of mornings, and I don't know why. And now he's just fine. He's off, and but he does this a lot of mornings, and it's making me cranky. Obviously, he wakes up cranky, and he's making me cranky. I'm going to. Oh, I guess I'll close. I'm not sure if they're all out. I better check the nesting boxes because I don't want to look. Look at somebody just dropped an egg, and this one is just, oh, yourself. She's like, I was busy. Some privacy, please. See, he's coming up behind me again. He's gonna go on his way now, I guess. So I'm gonna open this big door so these girls can get out after they're done laying. Did I disturb you, sweetie? I'm sorry. Oh, now we know LP or WP is the one laying down there. Somebody's in here. That's the inspector right there. They make quite a racket when they're laying. We learned that early on to recognize that noise. Oh no, this one's going back in, so I can't let Betty out until I get this door blocked off. Too many doors here. Ruby's waiting. She's ready to bring her babies outside, I can see. It's just a beautiful day. Never mind, Rusty. Stick or something around. I got my cane with me today, thank goodness. My back's feeling better, but I brought the cane so that I could fend off. Now I'll close this. They can go out the big door there and get little Ruby out of here. Oh, close the gate. I think it's a little too soon for the babies to be around the big chickens. Hey, sweetie. Are you ready to bring the babies out? Oh, yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. You're scratching your own babies, silly. See, she scratches down to the bare dirt, and they go to the bare dirt and start pecking right away. Oh, they're so cute. Yeah. You are so eager to get outside. Yes. I'll just wait a minute till I close I'll prop that door open so they don't get stuck in behind there like they did a couple of times. Here, let me move this out of the way, sweetie. Ew, it's got poop on it. Yuck. You always have to remember to wash your hands really, really well when you go inside. Because even petting them, like I used to come out and pet Ruby. You have to wash, and handling the eggs, of course. You have to wash your hands really well. So that you can see from up here how some of them their wings are almost to their tail feathers. And then some of them are only about halfway, like this little guy right here. They move so fast, it's hard to say. Now look at that one. Oh, he's running too. That little guy's already got a piece of clover inside to himself. Oh, look at that. He's got one too. Isn't that cute? Oh, my camera's fogging up. It's about 105 degrees in here. So that's hot, but it was really cool last night. Just gonna put my cane there where I can get it. Rusty's following me around, the little devil. I'm gonna prop these doors open. Okay, get the doors propped open. And I'm gonna try and remember later to come out and clip these. Maybe I should just do it today. Where is my little... Right now, there we are. Not the tidiest greenhouse, that's for sure. So I wanted to try just cutting some of these the way they were when I got them. When I got those other two anyway. This one wasn't cut. Now it'll probably turn out I'm doing it the wrong... Oh, these are really dull. Probably turn out that I'm doing it the wrong time of year or something. Oh my goodness, they're terribly dull. My goodness, that's terrible. Okay, well I won't do all of them. I'm going to do a couple on this plant too, because I want to see if they do the same thing as that plant over there, the one I got from Canadian Tire greenhouse. Excuse me, I choked on some water this morning, so I went down the wrong hole. Now these ones are all weird because they're kind of going horizontal and I don't really know what to do about that. But you can see how bushy this one has gotten from being cut. Now that one was a little bit of a separate one that I broke off. You know I'll be crying if I wreck all my house-cat bushes, won't ya? Or don't ya? Yeah, I'd like to get this jalapeno. I might leave it in there for now. Got so many peppers to transplant into there. And I'm thinking about pruning the lower branches off that little apple tree too. It's too bushy, I think. And I'm sure that's what they do at the nurseries. So, I've clipped a bunch of these. And see, these ones are doing the same thing. They're laying down. So, I'm going to clip those too. Come on. My goodness. So yeah, try that. And I'm wondering if I should even do these two long ones. These ones are so thick now. Look at it, I can't even cut through that. It's only cutting through the little tiny ones. So I'm going to try and get these planted later today, but I've got to make chicken pot pies for the weekend. I've got to get my butter all packaged up and in the freezer. And I'll have to come water these too. I've got quite a few pepper plants, not nearly as many as I thought would come up, but I mean it'll be more than enough pepper plants for us. So I will come back to this. We'll see what happens with these ones that I snipped off. Just checking on Ruby again. She's just standing in the door talking to her babies. Such a beautiful day. Makes me really happy, this setup that allows her to just come and go, and food and water is out in the shade, and it's perfect. Look at that, Ruby and the babies are in for a nap. They're just inside here. So she's in tucked in with them, but on the wood where they can all look out. One just jumped onto her back again. So we're getting new neighbors today. 3 full truckloads of cattle coming to this pasture. We talked to the folks last year that own these cattle. They rent this pasture, and last year they were running 870 head of cattle on 3 or 4 different pastures that they were renting. So I've never seen them drop off this many at once. So you can see them coming out the chute there now. They asked us if the cattle bothered us. I said nope. And they come right up to this barbed wire fence right here. One of my videos last year shows me laying in the hammock with them all in the background staring at me. Pretty funny. They come with their horse trailer occasionally and get on their horses and go out and check on the cattle. And that's a lot of beef. Look at this little tree, absolutely loaded with buds. And like I said, these ones will actually drop seeds and grow more evergreens in the woods here. This one here is nice and fluffy. There's a little one over there. It's a little on the dead looking side, but it might have been one of the ones that was in the second batch. Little one here. Yep, it's got all new buds on it. We just sort of staggered them to try and make it seem like more natural. And this looks like one of the ones that was in the second batch, but it lived, so that's okay. It'll recover. And little tiny one there. We put the pink ribbon on them so that hopefully it helps me not chomp them with the DR. See, this one's really crooked. Should maybe put a stake on it. But I can see where the root ball is kinda, it'll probably straighten up on its own. So yeah, there's another one. All full of buds, just loaded. That's one thing I want to find time to do one day too. And it's not hard to tell which ones were in the second batch that we planted just before the drought, the heat spell that we had. Friends just told us that these are wild Saskatoon plants, so I don't remember seeing berries on them, but then I didn't really pay attention. So I guess I'll have to pay attention this year. Started unloading them. Don't ask me what kind of cattle they are. They have 4 legs and a head, and they say moo a lot. The ones on the truck are getting more rambunctious now, probably because they hear these ones. These ones are like, hey, there's fresh grass out here. Let's go. The guys on the 3rd truck will be real rowdy by the time they get out. This little tiny one here is not looking so good, but at least it's got all new buds on it. I suspect it was one of the second ones from the looks of this stuff. But you can see how it's regenerating, even where the dead branches were. So that's awesome. Makes me happy. Pretty little Christmas trees. Hey, Rhonda? Yep, even this scraggly little thing. Sorry about the wind, guys. The wind is really picking up now, but I think you get the idea. That first truckload's almost out. Some of them are still in the paddock there, and the ones on the truck are getting rowdier by the minute. Might as well check for eggs while I'm here. I think it was WP that was in here earlier. That's a really round, fat one. I'll get the rest of the eggs. I still think it's Hazel that lays late in the day. So what have I got here? I've only got 7. Some of them are kind of messy today. This is kind of a little one. This is like like an oblong. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to wash these ones. Oh, there's some poop in there. I'm gonna have to clean some of the straw out of here, I think. But I'll do that when I have gloves on. So I've only got 2, 4, 6, 7 so far. Look at these guys. It's like feeding the pigs out back, and a nice squishy poop for me to step in. I've got these loaves that I made out of spare eggs last year. Trying to clean the freezer out. Here comes my entourage. Yeah, Rusty, he chatters when there's something. Come on, let's go, Rusty. Come on. He chatters at them when there's something to eat. Come on, girls. You know where to go. Come on. Come on. I don't think they're all here. Yeah, we're gonna get some treats, aren't we? Ruby's out with her babies. Come on, let's put them over here. Let's put them over here. Oops. There you go. Kind of cannibalistic, I guess, but maybe I should throw them, some of them in the woods, so they can. Here you go. Spread them out a bit. Oh my goodness, it's so exciting, isn't it, Rusty? It's so exciting. Maybe I'll put a couple in for Ruby and the babies. Are you feeling left out, Ruby? Do you and your babies want some too? There you go. Oh, did you hear that? Listen to her. Chattering at them. Funny. Well, obviously nap time is over. She's making the same noise as they are over there. They let everybody else know. Yeah. Something yummy. She's got a little piece in her mouth and she's chattering at them. Isn't that something? She goes back to the slice and they all go back with her. That toboggan has come in handy for so many things. Oh, look at, there's a straggler there. I think that's a little chicken. And there's one here. Come on, chicken, there's some nummies for you. Come on. They're all over here. Well, you're missing out. Go on. What are you all hanging around here for? Are you visiting with the babies? Why don't you go sit on some eggs and make some more babies? Hey, come on. Do your part. Hey, Ruby. I got some lettuce for you. Chopped up a bunch of romaine that was in the fridge. No, it's not for them. Okay, I'll give these ones some. I missed the first handful I gave her, the noise she made. What a good girl, Ruby. I'll just put another handful down over here and you can see if you notice the difference. Look, Ruby. She makes a different noise. Look at, they're all over there doing their own thing now. They're getting a little more independent. I think they're about 11 days old now. Look at their feathers. I just want to look at their feathers, Ruby. Yeah, they're so cute. They're so cute. Okay, you tell them there's more. A lot of them are in there drinking. They're getting a little more independent. Except at nap time. They all like to snuggle, don't they, Ruby? Yeah, they like to snuggle in your bum. There you go. What a good girl. What a good girl. Yes, you are. What a sweet girl. I guess they're not that big on romaine. Hmm? Good girl. Good girl. That's the baby stealer. Oh no, little girl wasn't. Little chicken wasn't one of the baby stealers. That was Hazel, wasn't it? There she goes again, calling them to come and get it. Come on, you little. They're suckers. Yeah, they're not coming when they're called. See this little guy's wings compared to this little guy? That one scratching right in front of the door there. His wings only go halfway back his back. Still, he must be number 10. And then the one inside there, his only go halfway to his bum, and he doesn't have tail feathers yet. That looks like Bob. Maybe not. One of the neighbors. What are you doing, Ruby? Oh, look at the ones on the block and the ones behind the block. Behind the door. Silly little chicken. I put that block there to keep them from going in there. And he's actually squished himself right in. Now he's got to figure out how to get out. See if he starts squawking. You got yourself kind of stuck, didn't you? Is he stuck, Ruby? Here, I'll get him out. I'll just get him out. It's okay, sweetie. Just trying to help him. There. See? Just trying to help your baby. Yeah, just trying to help your baby. Come here, sweetie. I want her to still let me pet her, because she was so good about that. But the one video I watched today said that, like, I should be picking them up when we got these ones. I should have been picking them up when they were this age, so they weren't so skittish. And I wasn't doing that. Now look at this. Oh, they move too quick. This little guy. Just look carefully at the wings. I think that's Hazel. Aren't you? You wanted to steal these babies, didn't you? Why don't you go make some babies of your own? Hmm? Blocks. Started leveling the blocks for the barn too, so I want to go have a look at that. I just touched it, Ruby. Tell them not to be such whiny babies. Hmm? Yeah, you're a nice girl, aren't you? You're a nice girl. Except when I pick up your babies. You're not too crazy about that, are you? Look at this little guy. See this one? How he's got tail feathers? And his feathers, his wing feathers are touching his tail feathers. That one there doesn't even have any tail feathers yet. Right there. And look at that one. Huge difference. And they were born basically once an hour. So I suppose if I took her out for a little while and let her go free range with the other chickens, I could maybe pick these guys up and hold them till they're calm and then put them down. I don't know if that would work. See, look at these two beside each other. Oh, that's that egg stuff that they're still picking at. See how that little guy there? It's so hard to look at. That one there has tail feathers and his wings touch his tail feathers. And that little guy there, his wing, he has no tail feathers yet, and his wings only go about halfway down his back. They move too fast when I'm trying to point at them on the screen.
Before you come out, she was sitting right here.
Uh-huh.
This way. And the little ones would come out, and then there was probably 4 or 5 chickens here, staring, like this, looking. Then it jumped on her back, and
just looking at her, right?
Yeah.
Looking at the babies. See that little one there? He doesn't even have tail feathers yet. Some of them don't even have tail feathers yet. And that one, look at his tail feathers. Sticking right out, and then his wings are touching his tail feathers. That one over there has tail feathers too, and his wings are touching. That little one there doesn't have any yet. They were basically born one an hour, so that's that egg loaf.
oh,
Yeah, they pretty much ate most of it.
got a piece there.
Yeah, yeah. See how he's got no tail feathers? See how short his wings are? And look at that one over there. Ruby's such a good girl, aren't you? You're such a good girl. It's funny, you notice when you walk over and you don't hear the chirping. You know they're all napping. Oh look, they're having little fisticuffs already. Tell your babies it's okay to be touched. I was thinking maybe I'd take her out of here for a day and then I could handle the babies, but then they'd probably squawk and she'd come running anyway. She'd probably get really upset. Well, no, that one video said you're supposed to handle them and then they're not skittish or anything. These guys are all still enjoying their lettuce and their egg loaf. Rusty, you scruffy looking character. My goodness. can't see because the sun's in my eyes. If I'm pointing at Ruby, but look at them. Some of them are in the little shop. Again, there's a little face right in her wing, I think. Yeah, it is. I couldn't tell till it moved. You can see the eye. Like, you'd think with them getting so big, look at it poking its face out of her wing. Oh my goodness. And there's 3 at the back there. Like, I wonder, you know, they're twice the size now and they're still all going underneath her. I said to Chris, like, it's, imagine if she'd hatched 15 of them. Look at that one by her wing. Cutest thing I ever saw. My mom would love this. Is it almost time to go to bed, Ruby? I'll have to wait till she goes into the little thing to close the door so I can let the others go to bed. Look at, it just walks in to her chest feathers. Oh my goodness. She's listening to the other chickens, I think. So, I only see one in the little shed, so there must be 9 of them underneath her right now. I'm supposed to be helping Chris with the straw and I can't help myself. So cute. See, these guys are starting to congregate. Mind you, they can go in the big door if they really want to. It's just they really have their routine. They can go in the big door, it's open, but they want to go in this little door and then into that little door to the coop. That's their routine and that's what they want. So I'll wait a little bit longer to see if Ruby goes inside her little enclosure. Look at, there's one on her back again. I'll wait to watch and see if she goes inside, and then I'll lock them up. Oh my goodness. There's what, 2, 4, 5 at the back. And on top of her. She's sitting kind of sideways. So I think her left wing is out. I think there must be a couple of them under there. Yeah, I can hear them. Actually, they're going in. Some of them are going in now. Come on, you guys can go in the big door, you know. Come on. You can go in the big door. You can go in this way. Oh, somebody's gone in already. Aren't ya? Is this the pecking order? You get to go on top? Are you Hazel? Are you? Are you Hazel? I can't tell. I can't memorize your combs. I don't think they've dropped any more eggs. I got 7 today. Where's the rest of my eggs? Oh, come in this way, WP. Well, they won't come in because I'm standing here, so that's silly. Come on, you can go in. Yep, good girl. Gonna go in this way. Go on, WP. It's funny because WP was one of the ones that joined the flock, and yet she always seems to be either beside Rusty or quite high up on the pecking order. There's one of the baby stealers standing here staring at Ruby and her babies, aren't you, Inspector? You tried to baby nap them, didn't you? Yeah, let's see if she's gonna go inside now. The babies all seem to be on the move. See if she goes in. Well, she's gonna do a little bit more picking. I think she'll probably go in pretty soon. Is there any egg loaf yet left? Mm-hmm. You liked that, didn't you? Yeah. Most of the babies are going inside. There's number 9 going in. And number 10 out here. Yeah, she's been watching. Yeah. You still here, eh? Looking at the babies? You know, you can go sit on your own eggs. Yes, you can have babies too. So they're all in, except these 2. They're sticking with Mama. So I hear a couple of them in there now. Maybe the rest will go in the big door tonight. The inspector's gonna go in, I think. No, she's trying to get in the run. She wants to go in. And Ruby is. You want to steal some babies, don't you? Mm-hmm. Well, that only took a few minutes, and now Ruby's inside. Clucking to... Oh, gee. I keep falling in these holes that the chickens have dug. These guys want their little door open. Silly chickens. Oh, I should show you. I should show you what the neighbors are doing too. They have a truck blocking the road there. And the cows that were delivered today, they get them to go across the road. And this is an art form. We watched them last year. I'll go get Ruby situated first. I think WP and maybe Hazel are inside. Yeah. I'm gonna open this. Well, maybe I better not. I'll get Hazel and Ruby locked in first. Let's see where she is. Yep, she's at the very back with all her babies getting tucked in. So cute. Okay, so I'm gonna lock this door. Rusty showing off for the neighbors. Okay. I think I'm gonna put this on. Like, it actually went down to -2 last night. So I'm gonna close this up. Just prop it shut so that it stays warm in there. Now I can open this. Oh my goodness, Rusty. Seriously? Okay, girls, I'm coming. See, if I leave this open, they won't even go in. Oh my goodness. Now one just went in, I think. Another one. How many girls are in here? WP always comes in early. There's the inspector. WP, high man on the totem pole. Not sure who that is. It just came in. So 3 of them have come in. The rest are going to be stubborn. Chris opened the little door for them now. That's what they want to do. Rusty, shush. So they're going to move the truck a little bit back. They're using hand signals to each other because that's how easily the cattle get spooked. So I'm not going any closer, because if I spook them, these guys are going to be really upset with me. Rusty, go to bed. I'm holding on to the tree so I don't trip or anything, because they're all looking at me. I'm trying not to move at all. What they do is they try to come a little bit closer until they finally realize there's a hole in the fence that goes across the road. I think it might be. Oh shoot. Yep, there they go. There they go across the road. As soon as some start to go, the others will follow. You see how they did that? They just walked a little bit closer and a little bit closer. As soon as they get a couple, there they go, all of them. They're herding them in. Yep, see? They're gone to the pasture across the road. See, one person stood on the road down here. Aggie stood on the road up there, and her husband was in the field, just coming a few steps closer and a few steps closer. And then they're off to the pasture. They basically just divided them up. So that group, I think it was probably the last truckload was left in that paddock, and then they come and put them across the road. So now they're getting the truck. They put the truck across the road just in case any came down this way. Pretty neat the way they do it. We watched them last year, and it was pretty neat to watch. They just have a section of fence there that's wobbling with the poles, and they just unhook it, and once the cattle realize there's a hole there, they'll go through it, and they'll go in between the two people standing on the road and go across to the fence that's open across the road. Just amazing. But we watched them do this last year, so we knew enough not to spook the cattle. They're very, very easily spooked. So now, there we go. They're already way back in the hills there. Pretty neat. You can see that section of fence right there that they just open up. And then this section of fence here. Look how nice and flat that garden looks now. Chris raked it with the landscape rake. Oh, look what Mother Nature left me. Don't have my DR, so I can't get this cut in here. Yikes. So Chris has the transit out here. He's trying to set these concrete stones that Bob had. You see how he had to dig down and put those ones in the ground because this is the high corner, and you can see how he's built it up on that corner. So that's what he's doing, is figuring out, because you know, like I said, this ground is so uneven. That's why I have such a hard time walking on it. So basically he's got the stones placed and these all leveled up for the corners, and I think he's going back to get some more tomorrow for maybe the middle. I think the middle of the walls. I think that's the plan. But again, this is the stuff that's so tedious and that I don't have a lot of patience for, but it's absolutely crucial. I mean, a lot of people would just build it on the ground, be done with it. But anyway, we are done for today. This old woman has to go put her feet up. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. And we'll see you next time.